I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Get the ball. Ready.
Off the play fake. Clifford. He's got his man on the crossing route. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Colby Listenby. 82 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, pack man. 180! What we got? What we got? What we got? 46 down, man, 5-4. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Come on, set. 30 base. 6-6, bullets high. Bang, 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 bang. Check. On the ball. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Clifford letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go. Waiting.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Clifford. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, team 6. Snap.
From the gun, Clifford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Johnson running right. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing now is Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Great 15.
57's right. Army.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
To throw, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Rip right. I got double tight. Three down. I see 4.
Go.
47. Whip. Watch the whip. Tighten up.
Greystone, travel.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw on second down, Clifford. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, Those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check tight end.
After the sack on first down, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
20.
Strip the ball. Strip.
Tyson. He's coming.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Johnson's got it complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Watch the pass. SOS.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Check the hot read. Hey, Mike 20.
Corky, 82, Corky. Spud.
20, Mike 20. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
70, Indy.
It's just me and you.
Ready?
On 1st down, Clifford. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Clifford's pass. Complete to DJ Moore. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Get off the field.
X3, 218, chopper.
Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Jet. Get it.
2nd and 4. Deep ball for Goodwin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifford. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He was the offensive player of the week in week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on them. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now this is fielded in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Looking to throw. Clifford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 18 Gator. General West. Jim.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, empty. List by 7.
Come on, switch it.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the 25 on second down, Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Baby, that's a baby shot.
Lefty. Out. The great 57.
Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Kill.
Check 24.
Running with Howard. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you thought you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw. Clifford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
From the gun, Clifford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
91.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 5.
Hey, Alpha.
Man, I got you.
Shoot.
To throw again. Clifford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Move. Hey, 4 down. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, high 7.
50. Mike's 50. Here we go.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
6 guys.
They run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it... Brings up a 3rd and 10.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
74.
54 is Mike.
Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you.
On the delay, it's Howard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. 280!
54. I got you, son. I got you.
To throw his wins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Taken from just outside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Shift. 80 weapon. Hey, over here.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
58 to Mike.
Bravo.
65. Hey, 58.
They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rock it. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say,